Welcome to Words and Prayers. Here we grow together in understanding God's words. Please click on like and subscribe the channel. Comments are welcome. Let's embark on this beautiful journey of faith.
Welcome to our exploration of the intriguing myth of Lilith, the first woman. A narrative that has sprouted over centuries, deeply rooted in biblical and apocryphal texts. This controversial tale has stirred debates and sparked imaginations, painting a picture of a strong, independent woman in a time when such characteristics were less than celebrated. So, buckle up as we venture into the mysterious myth of Lilith, embarking on a journey through history, mythology, and the power of storytelling. To begin our journey, we delve into the creation story in the book of Genesis. The first chapter, verse 27, paints a picture of God creating both man and woman in his image, implying simultaneous creation. Yet, a shift occurs in the second chapter, verses 21 to 23, where we encounter a second creation narrative. Here, Eve is depicted as being formed from Adam's rib, suggesting a subsequent creation. This apparent contradiction has sparked centuries of debate and interpretation, leading to various explanations. Some scholars propose these accounts represent two separate creation events. Others suggest the first account provides a general overview, while the second gives a more detailed description of Eve's creation. However, a more controversial interpretation arises from the shadows, a theory that proposes the existence of a first woman before Eve, created equal to Adam. This figure, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, is none other than Lilith, a name that would echo through the annals of mythology and folklore. Thus, the stage is set for the entry of the enigmatic figure Lilith. Lilith might not have a grand entrance in the canonical Bible, but she certainly makes her presence felt in apocryphal texts. These texts, often regarded as non-canonical or hidden writings, provide a different perspective on biblical narratives, including the story of the first woman. One of the most famous of these texts is the Alphabet of Ben Sira, a compilation of stories and proverbs from the Middle Ages. Here, Lilith is no longer a mere shadow, but a fully fledged character. She's described as the first woman, created from the same earth as Adam, signifying their equality. But more than just being Adam's equal, Lilith is presented as a figure of strength and defiance. She refuses to be submissive to Adam, rejecting the traditional role assigned to women. This refusal, this assertion of equality, is what sets her apart. Another apocryphal text, the Zohar, a foundational work in the literature of Jewish mystical thought known as Kabbalah, also mentions Lilith. In this text, she's portrayed as a powerful, seductive figure, often associated with the demonic. These portrayals of Lilith, though varied, have one thing in common. They challenge the traditional narrative. They present a woman who is not just a companion, but an equal, a protagonist in her own right. In these texts, Lilith emerges as a figure of strength and independence. Through her, we see a different narrative, one that challenges the traditional roles and norms. Lilith was not just another character in the creation story. She was a symbol of rebellion and assertion. Now let's delve deeper into the personality traits that set Lilith apart from her biblical counterparts. Lilith was no wallflower. She was seen as a fiercely independent figure, with a strong will and a mind of her own. This was a stark contrast to the more submissive role typically assigned to women in ancient narratives. Lilith refused to be limited by traditional gender roles, asserting her equality with Adam at every turn. This refusal extended even to the most intimate aspects of their relationship. According to the myth, Lilith refused to lie beneath Adam during sexual intercourse. This act was not just about physical positioning, but was a powerful symbol of Lilith's demand for equality. She was not willing to be physically or metaphorically beneath any man, not even Adam. Yet it's crucial to remember that Lilith's independence was not just about defiance, for defiance's sake. It was a conscious choice, a declaration of her individuality and self-worth. She was not afraid to stand up for her beliefs, even if it meant standing alone. Lilith's assertive nature and refusal to be submissive were groundbreaking, especially considering the time and context in which this narrative originated. She challenged the status quo, daring to demand equal treatment and respect. But this defiance was not without consequences. As we'll see in the following scenes, Lilith's bold stance led to significant conflicts and dramatic changes in her destiny. The Garden of Eden was not all rosy for Adam and Lilith. Their clashes over equality led to much tension. As the first man and woman created equally in God's image, they had a unique relationship. But their perspectives on what this equality meant were worlds apart. Adam, shaped from earth's dust, assumed a position of power and dominance, expecting Lilith to be subservient. But Lilith, who was formed from the same earth, saw their creation as a testament to their equal standing. She was not one to bow down or be submissive, and this ignited the first flames of conflict. Imagine the paradise, a place meant for harmony and peace, turning into a stage for a power struggle, a battleground for equality. Adam, rooted in his belief, insisted on his superiority. Lilith, on the other hand, stood her ground, refusing to yield. Their relationship, once a symbol of unity, was now filled with discord. These disagreements over equality and the nature of their relationship created a rift between them that seemed unbridgeable. Their paradise was lost in their conflict, and they found themselves at odds in a place that was meant to be a haven of peace. With the paradise turning into a battlefield, Lilith made a choice that would forever change the course of her story and etch her name in the annals of mythology. Lilith, having tasted the fruit of independence, decided to escape the confines of Eden. In this fabled paradise, Lilith and Adam were the first humans, yet their cohabitation was far from harmonious. The Garden of Eden, often depicted as a utopia, became a battleground of wills between the two. Lilith, created equal to Adam, refused to be dominated. Her time in Eden was marked by a persistent struggle for equality. This was a paradise lost for Lilith, a place where her voice echoed unheard, her demands for equality met with resistance. The versions of the myth differ, but most agree that Lilith, in her quest for autonomy, chose to leave Eden. The thought of eternally living under Adam's rule was unbearable for her. And so, she bid the lush greenery, the sparkling rivers, and the serene tranquility of Eden goodbye. Some accounts suggest that she spoke the ineffable name of God, a divine secret, to gain the power to fly. Others suggest that she simply walked away, leaving footprints on the virgin soil of the garden. Regardless of the means, her departure was a profound act of rebellion, a declaration of her independence. In her escape, Lilith didn't just leave Eden behind, she left behind an archetype, an example for all who yearn for equality and personal freedom. Thus, Lilith embarked on a journey into the unknown. Lilith's life after Eden is shrouded in mystery and myth. This enigmatic figure, who dared to challenge the status quo, vanished from paradise, only to reappear in various guises throughout different narratives. One interpretation, rooted in Jewish folklore, paints Lilith as a fearsome demoness. This portrayal casts her as a figure of the night, a seductress who preys upon men in their sleep, and a stealer of newborns. She becomes synonymous with the dark and dangerous elements of the world, a far cry from the defiant woman of Eden. In another version, Lilith is depicted as a powerful queen of the demons, ruling over her realm with equal parts fear and respect. She is no longer just a rebel, she is a leader, commanding legions of demons who do her bidding. Yet in some narratives, Lilith is not simply a villainous figure. She becomes a symbol of female empowerment, a testament to the spirit of defiance against societal norms. These narratives celebrate her audacity to demand equality, her courage to leave paradise, and her determination to carve her own path. The myriad interpretations of Lilith's destiny reflect our own fears, desires, and struggles. She embodies the tension between rebellion and conformity, independence and submission, fear and fascination. Whether a demon or a symbol of defiance, Lilith's myth continues to captivate us. The myth of Lilith, an ancient narrative, is a fascinating example of how our ancestors attempted to make sense of the world around them. This captivating story, emerging from the Middle Ages, showcases the different facets of Lilith, her strength, independence, and the conflict with Adam. It serves as a reminder of the importance of interpreting such myths with caution, acknowledging their role in shaping our cultural and religious understanding. Thank you for joining this journey into the myth of Lilith. Don't forget to comment with your thoughts and subscribe for more mythological explorations.
If you liked this video, wait for the next few days. I will be posting another video, and it will be very important for you to watch it. So the only way for you not to miss it is to subscribe to the channel. So take advantage and click now, and make sure to activate the bell so that when the video comes out, you will be notified.